Today on All Out Brick, we're going to be wrapping up the endless year of 2005 with the Toa Hagah. We're going to build the sets, review them, and then give out a score. Let's get started. Hey everyone, I'm Christian from All Out Brick. Welcome to another Matanui Monday. As always, the best way to tag along with us every week is to subscribe and turn on notifications. This week, we're going to be building the Toa Hagah, which were released as a part of the 2005 line of Bionicle. Of course, there are 6 Toa Hagah in terms of the lore, but Toa Iruini and Toa Norik were the only 2 that were ever made available for purchase back when these sets existed. The Toa Hagah were a group of elite Toa who once served as guards for the members of the Brotherhood of Makuta. At one point, Toa Norik led a rebellion to eliminate the corrupted Toa Hagah, which resulted in him and his 5 companions being transformed into Rahaga by Roodaka. That being said, they still got away from her with the Mask of Light in their possession, which was their ultimate goal. Taking a look at the packaging, these come in canisters that match the Toa Hagah shape. We've just got different labels and patterning all across the board here. The front looks really cool. We've got some awesome backgrounds in each of them. Across the top, we see a little banner that says Special Edition to mark these sets. Gives them a little bit extra exclusivity feel to them. And at the bottom, they've got the set number, the ages 7+, and in the bottom right, there's a little advertisement for the Roodaka spinners. And on the back of the canisters, we have some really cool artistic choices here. Toa Norik is completely silvered out, and Toa Iruini is completely golded out. It's really cool. They got the different functions that you can perform with each of the Toa Hagah on here. Kind of typical for Toa sets, but again, I think choosing to really tint them is a really cool artistic touch for these special edition sets. Inside each canister, we receive a bundle of pieces along with instructions and advertisement material from 2005. I think it's pretty cool that we get to see kind of like the past versions of the Rahaga as a part of the 2005 line. They easily could have avoided it, and even though we don't get all 6, I am excited to build these 2 and see what we've got going for us. Let's go ahead and put these things together. After 13 minutes, I've completed the Toa Hagah. As expected, really quick, easy builds. They're very reminiscent of the Toa Metru, not only in their build, but obviously the finished product, of course. That being said, I think they do an excellent job of standing out as their own from the Toa Metru. I feel like you can't look at them and think, oh, these are just extra Toa Metru. I think they do a great job of switching it up just enough in each of them that we get the benefits of that Toa Metru construction, which so far has been my favorite of the Toa designs. Has been the Toa Metru, so I'm really glad to have that back, and it's even better that they really kind of redesigned it just enough so that we feel like we're still in that Metru Nui land, but we have some very different kind of older models, like also putting in a little bit older pieces here and there, more so in Norik, but some older pieces help to sell that even more, that they're a little bit more ancient than the Toa Metru. I think that comes off very well. When you compare Toa Norik and Toa Iruini to one another, I think they really pull off not being clone sets. They could have easily fallen into this trap with the Toa Hagah construction, but they do some different piece constructions and different mold usage, of course, and obviously the colors are going to be way different, but they really feel like their own sets when you're building one and then the other. The mechanisms are pretty awesome for the Toa Hagah. On the right arms, we've got some gear functions for, I think this is the last time, but it's so great to have them back just for a little bit. We've got some awesome staff arms on their right arms, and these staffs are humongous. There's 2 Technic 12 axles, and then you have the weapon piece on the end, so combined, that is a massive length when you're looking at these weapons. And then on the left arm, it's not a gear function. This one is a Technic pin, like with friction, and I think this was a good choice for this arm. It's got a really big, unique shield mold on top of it. This allows you to put up to 2 Roodaka spinners. The Roodaka spinner ripcord is a little bit more, hidden and camouflaged than in previous models we've seen in 2005. It sits really well behind the shield, and then of course you're just going to pull the ripcord out, and the Roodaka spinner that's sitting on top of the yellow piece is going to go flying. Then you just pull the other one from the shield, stick it on top, and you've got another one. I feel like this is a great way to include 2 Roodaka spinners without you having to really put one to the side. It's built within the model. It's a great thing, a great option in my opinion, because when you're playing with it, the one Roodaka spinner was kind of limiting in the other ones, and some of the models came with 2 Roodaka spinners, but what were you going to do? Where were you going to store it? this is a perfect solution, and these shield pieces are fantastic. The masks are also something I really enjoy when it comes to these models. Toa Norik's we've seen before. It's the Rahaga Doom's mask. Pretty obvious there. When you take a look at Iruini, correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like this is the first time we're getting this mask mold, and it's awesome. We got a brand new mask mold, and it just kind of fits. Like, it's really, really well done. There's some awesome shaping to it, and again, I'm just a big fan of these masks, and they serve very well and do a great job of not feeling like Toa Metru masks and just being their own thing. If there is to be one con with the Toa Hagah, it's got to be the arm mobility. We've got some pretty good articulation throughout the model, but on the arms, it's just a little bit limited, and it's because of the piece usage. Like, sometimes you can only move those like Technic ball joints in one axle. Then on the left arm, it's like kind of restricted with how you can pose the shield. I wish we just had a little bit extra there, because when you think back to the Toa Metru, they were so good when it came to their articulation with like the arms and the elbows and the wrists and the shoulders and all of that. You had so much movement there. And then to not get it here and then just have a similar construction, I feel like that could have been better done. You know, just one extra joint in those arms would have made them excellent to pose. And then if there was just some way to like lock the gear function, like how we had with the Toa Nuva back in 2002, 2003, you could lock those arms from like moving from the gear function. If we had that built into here, there'd be no cons with the Toa Hagah. Of course, if you dig back to our Toa Metru, kind of the same cons as there. I can't even remember what they are because those sets were so great. Overall, the Toa Hagah are really like a great blast to the past kind of feel that gives me. It's like this nostalgic end to Metru Nui, and we've got some more Toa. I just wish we got all 6 of them, you know? Like, these 2 are so awesome, and I really do like them, that if we had all 6 of them, I could totally see them being one of the better Toa Metru lines. They're not going to overthrow the Toa Metru, but they're going to be pretty high up there. Probably like a second place for the Toa design so far. We get some new piece molds in these sets and some new color designs, some really cool ones, if that, with the red and the silver and then the green and the gold. Like, I really like the color designs here too. And again, maybe they couldn't have expanded that out to 6 different Toa Hagah, and that was restricting them. I personally feel like they felt if they put out another 6 Toa sets in 2005, it would kind of not only confuse people, but maybe hurts the sales of the Toa Roodaka, because clearly these are the better option. If you're looking to pick these up for yourself, the price is going to vary a little bit. When we start off with used pricing, it's going to be like $25 to buy them in used condition each. And then when you get to brand new, this is where it fluctuates. Toa Iruini is generally going for $50 US right now, but Toa Norik is double that at $100 US right now. And so that's a really big gap. Not only is it $50, but it's twice the price literally to get Norik instead of Iruini. I mean, I don't see a reason to go brand new sealed. I bought these both in used condition, and I haven't had any problems with it. Like, it's not like we need those friction joints or those rubberized joints to act up. Like, you know, it's like buying the Toa Metru in used condition. I don't see a big reason not to like get them in used, but hey, that's always up to you. And if you're looking to pick up Iruini, maybe that's a good investment for new condition because he's half the price of the other one. I don't know. In terms of score, 8-0 feels right for the Toa Hagah. They're not excellent. Like, yes, they're that Toa Metru design again, but they're not going to get as high of a score, obviously, because it's not like they did it like originally themselves. They kind of just like took a great design and were like, all right, let's build some extra on top of it. And then, of course, we don't get all 6 of them. That's going to hurt it a little bit. But they're exclusive special edition sets, and I think they're really good ones at that. And one of the better sets we've got from 2005 so far. I'm not sure, like, in terms of your collection, I feel like they're not going to be, like, a really substantial addition. Like, if you're a completionist, yeah, I think they're pretty good. But, you know, they're great Toa models. But in terms of the story significance, they might be a little bit more of a background thing there. Like, if you have the Rahaga for them and you stick those, like, you know, you got an evolution of them, you can get creative with it like that. But I do recommend you get these. They're just not on the top of my list, but I am glad what they brought back in this kind of nostalgic ending to the Metru Nui saga of 2004 and 2005. We've got something that caps all it off. We have some 2005 functions built in with some 2004 construction styles that really worked well, and it's a great blend between the two. So 8-0, that's your review. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel to be the first to see all of our future content. Also, be sure to check us out on our website and on our Facebook and Instagram pages. Until next time, stay bricking.